Question number 91. A generative AI engineer must design a prompt to extract meeting summarize. Each summary should include action item, participator, participates, participants, decisions made, and what is the best prompt design. Option A, highlight the key point of the meeting in bullet point format. Option B, summarize the meeting transcript into the concise report. Option C, extract meeting summary, include action term, participate, and decision made based on the transcript. Option D, provide overview of the meeting discussion. So, what exactly question asked? Question asked is we need to create a prompt that extract the meeting summary. But in the meeting summary, it need to clarify the question that we have action item, participants, and decision made. All 3 points should be clearly mentioned in the prompt. So which option is the correct? So in option one, highlight the key point of the meeting in bullet point. Sorry. This is only highlighting the things. Right. So option A is incorrect. Summarize the meeting transcript into the cosine report. This is only summarize what is the meeting, why the meeting held, and what is the conclusion. So this is also not correct answer. Option C, extract the meeting summary including the action item. That is the our question required. Second is the participants. Yes, this is also required. And third is the decision made. Decision, yes. The point third is also required. Based on the transcript. Yes, transcript will explain everything what happened in the meeting. So yes, option C is the correct. Whereas option D provide the overview. This is the only give us the overview what happened in the meeting. So correct answer in option C. Question number 92. A generative AI engineer is a task with the creating a prompt for generating job interview question. The question should focus on the assessing problem solving skill, teamwork. What is the best prompt structure? A. Summarize prompt skill access during the job interview. This will only summarize the skill. Option B. Design a set of job interview questions that evaluate problem solving and teamwork ability, providing clear and concise queries. Yes. So the question asked is question should be focus on the accessing problem solving. Yes. So option B is saying that evaluate problem solving. Yes, it will resolve our problem and teamwork ability. Another is the skill, problem solving skill and teamwork. The person have a teamwork skill as well. So teamwork ability also have provide clear and concise query. And if it have a proper clear and concise query, then yes, option B is the correct option as per the question required. Whereas option C provide the list of the problem solving scenarios. No, this is not our question required. Option D generate general interview question for the job candidate. So this is general interview question. This will not resolve our problem. So correct answer is option B. Question number 83. A generative AI engineer must build a QA design for the retail company. The system should retrieve answer about the product in inventory and availability. What tools should the pipeline include? Option A, an uh, embedding model to represent inventory data semantically. Option B, a classification model to categorize product. Option C, a summarization model to condense product description. Option D, a retriever to fetch inventory data and an LLM to generate response. So what is the question asked? Question asked is we have to generate a QA system for retail company. And in retail company, what is the question? The system should retrieve the answer about the product inventory and availability. Means what is the product? What is the availability? This type of the question and user will ask and model should reply about that. So summarization model contains the product description. This will be summarized, right? Option that is option C. So option C is Incorrect. Option A, classification model categorize product. That is only categorize whatever the product it is. Right. So the option B is also not correct. Option A, bidding model to represent inventory data semantically. That will only embedding model to represent inventory data. So the embedding model will not work. So correct answer is option B. That is the retriever to fetch inventory data. Yes. If inventory data we can fetch, then we can tell about all these things, right? And LLM to generate the response. So correct answer is option D. Question number 94. A generative AI engineer need to generate embedding for the question answer retrieval system. User query are short while documents are long. Which embedding model strategy is the most effective? So user query is short while documents are long, right? And we have to generate a embedding model for the question answer retrieval system. So use the classification model instead of the embedding model. Use dual encoder to separate embedding model for query and documents. Option C, rely on the pre-trained embedding model without customization. Option D, use a single encoder for both query and documents. So what the question asks? Question asks with the generative AI, we need to generate an embedding for a question answer retrieval system. Need to generate embedding. So embedding means a text or image or document that need to convert it into a numeric format, right? So user query is short, whereas the documents are long. So what strategy is most effective? Which strategy we can use for the embedding model? Classification model instead of the embedding model? No, it will not work. Classification model is normal model, right? I use dual encoder to separate embeddings for the queries and documents. We can use dual encoder by which we can separate embedding for the query. Yes, embed the query. These are the query that is in text part where in the document we can document in the chunk. I was embedding means import our query in the chunk where the text chunk where the document chunk. So dual encoder is the helpful for us because two type of the query. One is the text query, another is the image or might be any document is there. So dual encoder will work. So correct answer is option B. Question number 95. A generative engineer is designing an LLM power tool for summarizing legal contracts. The model often generates the hallucinated clause. What solutions should they implement? Increase the context length to capture more document context. Write a meta prompt to instructing the model to generate summaries only based on the provided text. Option C. Apply summarization model to pre-trained legal dataset. Use the classification model to validate generate summary. So correct answer is option B because that is saying write a meta prompt to instructing the model to generate summary only the based on the provided text means what the text we have basis of that we need to summarize it. Where other option A is increase the context length capture the more document content. No, why we will increase? This is incorrect. Apply the summarization model pre-trained legal dataset. Pre-trained legal dataset will not work here because he is providing, means the end user is providing, right? And options D is user classification of validate to generated summary. Validation is something a different thing, whereas question asked is what we should implement to generate the hallucinated clause. So that is only satisfy option B. Correct answer option B. Question number 96. A generative AI engineer must deploy a LangChain based application for retrieving legal documents and generating summaries. What is the primary rule of the LangChain system? So what is the LangChain? First of all, this is the question comes in mind. Then only we can know the answers, and there is the lots four options. In that we have to choose either of them, right? LangChain is something which I explained earlier as well. LangChain, again I am explaining LangChain. So LangChain is open source framework that help developer to build the application using the large language model, that is LLM, like GPT, Cloud A, Llama, are more effectively. Instead of using asking a model a single question, getting an answer with LangChain, LangChain help you to connect with the external data, build multi-steps reasoning pipeline, and use the memory as well. So this is the LangChain. Now come to the point. Orchestrating the workflow, connecting retrievers, LLM, and pre-processing steps. Yes, as I told, LangChain is used to connect the LLM with the external data and build multi-step reasoning pipeline. Right. This is the main use of the LangChain, and this also use the memory. So option A is the correct. Where is the managing cloud resources for the scalable deployment? No, managing is cloud resource for scalable deployment. This is not role of the LangChain, right? Visualizing data flow. Visualize for the data flow, for data flow visualization. LangChain doesn't work. Automating the fine tuning. Fine tuning also not the role of the LangChain. LangChain rule, once again I can explain you, I can tell you what is the LangChain and what is the use of the LangChain. So LangChain is open source framework that help the developer to build application using the large language model, and that is the main use to connect the LLM with the external data like database, API, and documents. Another task of the LangChain is to build multi-step reasoning pipeline. So this is only fulfill option A. So correct answer is option A. Question number 97. Which indicators should be considered to evaluate the safety of the LLM output when the qualitative assessing LLM response for the translation use case? Option A latency of the response and the length of the text generated. Option B, accuracy and relevance of the response, a similarity of the preview language. Option D, ability to generate response in code. So what is the question asked? Question asked is indicator which we should consider evaluating the LLM output. So option A is the latency of the response and the length of the text generated. This relate the performance and efficiency, not safety and the quality of the translation. Right. But here it's asking about the safety of LLM and quality of the LLM during the translation. So option A is incorrect. Whereas option B is the accuracy and the relevance of the response. This is the correct. Why? In the translation to use, the safety and usefulness of the LLM output depend upon whether the translation is accurate and relevant. If the translation is accurate and relevant, then faithful to the original intent, and it's very good. It's not harmful and not misleading to context. So correct answer is option B. Whereas option C is the similarity to the previous language. Not correct, because in translation you want good output in the target language, not similarity to the original. If it too similar, it's may just copy the word without the proper translation, right? So option C is incorrect. Whereas option D, the ability to generate the response in code, is relevant for the translation use case. Apply more than the coding assistant. So correct answer is option B, the accuracy and the relevance of the response. Question number 98. A generative AI engineer is integrating a conversational AI model into the web application for restaurant reservation. The system must return concise response to a user query. How should they optimize the prompt? A, specific in the prompt that The response should be brief, such as the provide a short confirmation message for the reservation. Correct? This is the way we can get it. Yes. Use default prompt without modification. No, why we will use the default prompt? And option C is the relay on the LLM temperature setting alone to reduce the response length. This is also irrelevant. Option D allow the user to choose the response length dynamic. Let's talk about all the option one by one. So as I said, option one is the correct because the best way to optimize AI behavior, a prompt engineering that clearly instruct the model means ensure the concise out, right? Like give the proper example. That is the correct word. Whereas option B use the default prompt, it would not guarantee short that the optimized response. AI may produce average output, right? So option B is incorrect. Whereas option C relay on the LLM temperature setting. Temperature control the creativity and randomness, right? As if you go and read my all the documents, all the video, if you are coming through all the videos, then yes, temperature is used to control the creativity and randomness, not response length. So it is not the right method. Whereas option D allow the user to choose the response length dynamically. While flexible, this is not practical for the restaurant reservation. It is complicate the user's experience instead of solving the need of concise and consistent response. So, correct answer is option A. Question number 99. A generative AI engineer is evaluating the retrieval performance for the RAG application using the scientific document. Which metric are the best suited for the this evaluation? Blue for the measure the text similarity. B latency to measure the speed of the retrieval. C token uses to evaluate the computational cost. D precision and the recall of to measure the relevant and the coverage of the retrieval result. Right. So what is the question asked? Question asked is a generative AI engineer have to evaluate the performance of the RAG using the scientific document. So, what is the performance if it's using the scientific document? So, for that, blue is the only used to translate the text, right? One language to another language. Latency measure speed is used to check the latency. Token used to evaluate the what the token using during the chunking and all those things. Okay. Where the precision and recall is mainly used to evaluate the relevance and coverage of the retrieved result. So correct answer is the option D. Question number 100. A generative AI engineer has developed a LLM application to answer the question about the internal company policy. The engineer must ensure that the application does not hallucinate or leak the confidential data. Which approach should not Again, which approach should not be used to mitigate the hallucination and confidential data? Means should not. Option A, limit the data available based on the user access level. We are limiting the user. So this is way we are securing the data. So option A is incorrect. Use the strong system prompt to ensure the model to align with user name. This is also restricting the user. So this is also the security. So option B is also incorrect. Add guardrail to filter the output from the LLM before it's showing them. This is also by which we can adding some security in the output. So option C is also not correct. Where is option D? Fine tune the model data. This is fine tune means the option or the result what we are getting that will only fine tuning. So it's not depend upon the security and all these things. So yes, the correct answer is option D.